All right, what up, people? It's your boy Ocean, Chief to Network. Thank you for tuning in. Now, this video, I'm just gonna shoot from the hip, man, and just, I'm gonna try to. This is a situation that it's a question that I got that I'm gonna try to talk myself through and see what I think the answer is, and try to make it make sense to me, and hopefully, while I'm making this shit make sense to myself, then if you tune in for that, then you can get some type of sensory out of the subject yourself. And the question that I want to pose right now at the beginning of this demonstration that I'm about to do is what is the significance of white creators, YouTubers, newscasts, whoever the fuck, the white people that what is the purpose of them doing mainly black people driven content? I'm speaking on whoever do it, but in particular the people who that I can think of off the top of my head that I don't think that they are I'm sorry. I don't look at these people as advocates of the black community, but I look at them as more of what's the word, exploiting the black community with the type of videos that they do. And I'm thinking of people like Vlad TV, of course, and the other dude, Adam. Adam, what's the name of this show? Whatever Adam's show is, and Cam Capone. I don't know these people, and I don't know they heart or they necessarily they mind frame, but I know that they never come on camera, and I never come on camera. I rarely come on camera, but in my younger days, I used to come. I mean, early in YouTube days, like YouTube, they never come on camera, but they're beside the point. But they always are speaking to negative topics about the black community, and that's where they are drawing most of their viewers and most of their, what I'm saying, most of their content is coming from an angle of this bad thing happened in the black community. While I got you on my platform, why don't you give me your opinion on this bad thing that happened in your community, Mr. Black Guy, Mr. Rapper, Mr. Ex drug dealer, ex kingpin, and we all know how many people that Vlad done been associated with that came on this TV show, and I mean on Vlad TV and ended up incarcerated. A lot of them end up dead. Same thing with Adam. I forgot the name of his show again, but like even people that supposed to be friends to him, he when it comes in for the sake of content and for the sake of that almighty dollar, he got friends that he'll turn his back on and feed to the internet wolves. And that's a situation that I don't really know exactly what happened, but I know that the dude was one of his long-term workers or some shit that was on the show with him. Got himself caught up in a situation with a, how do you say this, a transformer type situation, and you know what I'm saying, for the sake of putting the news out, even on his own buddy, on his own homeboy, it's just was no morals and no standards. It's like, this shit is just business, and if everything is just business, even with the people that you supposed to be having kicking it on a personal level, then are you just a soulless tweet that's only in it to fatten your pockets and also in it to make our culture look like, that we some type of heathens or devils, or that we only own the negative bullshit? That's the only, you never promote anything positive about our culture. Everything that you find lucrative in our culture is something that's also aiding in our demise. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why would us as a people, as a culture, ourselves, black people, allow these continue? Once we see the game plan and once we see how this shit go, why would we continue to let these type of people in our culture only to come take away from us and never give anything back. So, I mean, the answer is always clear, but I wanted to be a little bit more clear about it. And when I asked why was it such a thing for them to do the shit, and the answer is because we ain't put no stop to it. The more I just sit here and think about it, it's got to be because that the black at a certain point it's a choice. Niggas got mad as fuck, and I'm like, I got mad too. Like when Kanye West said slavery is a choice, and that is a bit extreme. And but I understand the point that he was trying to make. The point that he was trying to make is, when the fuck are you gonna stop planning towards yourself? So we gotta stop search. You know what I'm saying? Being so vulnerable to the point that all we want from them is just a validation. It don't matter how evil and how fucked up a person or entity that other person is. If they other different hue than us, then we just want them to know that we not dangerous to them. But in fact, I'm here to say that we should be dangerous to these motherfuckers, and we should be the same amount away. Like I live in a neighborhood, bro. I live in a neighborhood, bro, where anytime you can just hear, you know what I'm saying, the gunshots go off, right? But what I know about these boys is, I ain't even gonna say that. But I'm gonna say it like this: the guns don't never be pointed at the ones. The guns always pointed at somebody that look like them, and not nobody that should really be considered an enemy to you. Your brother shouldn't be considered no enemy to you. So we are allowing this behavior, and it's becoming more and more perpetual. They say the weaker you get, and they say the older you get weaker and wiser. So you know what's going on. We see this shit clear. We wise enough to understand that these people mean us harm, but we in such a weak and fragile state mentally that we just accept it and feel like, well, let me just figure out the way to make this fucked up system. Let me just see if I can benefit from this fucked up system for myself, even though I know any small benefit that I get out of the system is taking much more than that away from my own community. So it's just a situation that need to be mended. It's just a whole situation that need to be mended, and we don't need to accept this shit. So I don't know, man. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to get to. I ain't necessarily trying to get to no point, man. I'm just trying to talk this shit out in my brain, and like I said, what I came up with, it's a pattern of behavior that we gotta implement the change on. We gotta implement the change, and we gotta stand on it. And until we, figure out that part of the process, until we we figured out what we gotta do, until we figure out the process of getting from here to there, and making it an efficient process. And I don't know. I don't know what we gotta do, man. But we can't allow people to come in and just take away and never give anything back. We gotta put a stop to that. And speaking of putting a stop to shit, I'm gonna put a stop to this video right here, man. Let me know how you feel about this topic. Let me know why you think that white creators find it so compelling to always talk about black topics. And it's more and more. I just mentioned a few, but it's so many more of these people. Like, it's been a big thing with pearly things from coming from the black community lately, and we know that Jason Black set the alarms off on her. But it was, even before I ever heard Jason Black say it, I heard Black Light Revelation say the same thing about her like months and months and months ago. If we're gonna be honest about the situation, but Jason Black did make that shit go viral with the Pearly thing. But it's a whole bunch of them. He got example after example of white creators who love to tell black people how to live their life, or either tell us what's right for us, or either just point out the negative in us. And I'm over it, and I wish that we could be over that as a community and put a stop to it. Like I said, I'm putting a stop to this video right here too. Like, subscribe, share my videos. I very much would appreciate it. It's your man, Ocean. Come back again. We'll do this again. Chieftain Network. Your boy is out.